Walk out to your tomato plants right now. Look at them honestly. You will likely see vines loaded with green fruit that has been sitting there for weeks, barely changing. All while August moves slowly towards September and the days get noticeably shorter. You are not imagining this standstill. Those tomatoes are slow because the plant has no reason to hurry. It is entirely comfortable. It has water, it has food in the soil, it has no biological sense that the season is running out. And a comfortable tomato plant will simply take its time, right up until the first frost takes the decision away from both of you. In this explainer, I'm going to walk you through a method that changes this dynamic. A single action that costs less than $5, it takes about 10 minutes to do, and it sends your plant a message it cannot ignore. A message that the season is ending, time is short, and every green fruit on those vines needs to finish right now. I will also share a second part to this trick. It is the reason experienced gardeners see results in 5 to 7 days, while everyone else waits 3 weeks. It is free, it costs nothing, it takes 30 seconds. I will explain both parts completely. First, we should understand what is keeping your green tomatoes green. A tomato plant is not a machine that just produces fruit on a factory schedule. It is a living organism. It constantly makes decisions about where to direct its energy. When conditions are comfortable, meaning consistent water, good nutrition, and no signs of stress, the plant splits its resources. It divides its energy between growing more plant and ripening the fruit it already has. It feels no urgency. More plant means more fruit later, so it ripens slowly and keeps growing. But when the plant senses that its survival is threatened, everything changes. When it detects changing conditions and senses the season may be ending, its entire priority shifts. It stops growing new leaves. It stops producing new flowers. It takes all available energy and directs it toward ripening the fruit that already exists. It does this as fast as possible, so the seeds inside those fruits can mature and be dispersed before it is too late. This is an ancient, hardwired survival response. This response is triggered by a specific plant hormone called ethylene. The plant begins producing ethylene in large quantities the moment it enters this accelerated ripening mode. The trick we are discussing deliberately triggers that response. We are not using chemicals. We are not forcing the plant into doing something unnatural. We are simply sending it a signal using the language it already speaks, the biological language of stress and urgency, the plant's own survival biology working in your favor. Part 1. Root pruning. The first part of the trick is root pruning. This is where the $5 comes in. You need a standard garden spade, which you likely already own in the shed. To do this, you insert the spade 6 to 8 inches deep into the soil. Measure about 1 foot away from the main stem. Push the spade straight in and pull it straight out. Do not lever or tilt the blade. Work the spade in a complete circle around the plant, always staying 1 foot out from the stem. Straight in, straight out. Let us look at exactly what happens when you do this. The outermost roots of the tomato plant, the fine feeding roots at the perimeter of the root zone, are cleanly severed. The plant detects this physical damage instantly. Water and nutrient uptake drops slightly. The plant registers this drop as the beginning of environmental stress. It responds by elevating its ethylene production immediately. It shifts its biological priority toward ripening the existing fruit load rather than supporting more vegetative growth. This spade cut is surgical. You are not destroying the plant. You are simply sending a clear message. You must only do this once. 1 root pruning pass per plant per season. Never repeat it. Repeated root pruning overstresses the plant and can cause fruit damage. Make 1 clean pass around each plant, ideally on a morning when the soil is slightly moist. That is all that is required.
Part 2. Pinching.
This brings us to the second part, the free part. The 30-second step that most people skip because they do not know it exists. To promote faster ripening, you need to pinch off the top of your tomato plant. Locate the terminal bud at the very top of the main stem. Just remove the growing tip right above the topmost blossom. This physically prevents the plant from growing any taller. Every calorie and nutrient that was going toward making more plants stops. The plant has nowhere to direct that energy except into the existing fruit. If you see open flowers up high with no fruit yet set, remove those as well. This pinching takes 30 seconds per plant. It costs nothing. When you combine this with root pruning, you create a plant that is simultaneously stressed into ethylene production and prevented from directing energy anywhere except fruit ripening. These two signals together are far more powerful than either one alone. This is why gardeners who use both methods see results in 5 to 7 days, while those who only do one wait weeks. The temperature window. Timing this correctly is critical. Tomatoes ripen optimally between 68 and 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures outside this range slow the process down. In fact, in extreme heat above 85 degrees, the enzymes responsible for producing lycopene stop working entirely. Lycopene is what gives ripe tomatoes their red color. Above 85 degrees, tomatoes stall. They will stay green or turn an uneven pale yellow regardless of how much sun they get. They stall in peak summer heat no matter what you do. Because of this biological fact, you should not waste your root pruning on plants in the middle of a summer heat wave. Wait until temperatures are forecast to drop into the low to mid-70s for at least 4 to 5 consecutive days. That is the proper window. That is when root pruning triggers the fastest visible results, because the plant's ripening machinery is fully functional. For most of the country, this window arrives naturally in mid to late August. The ripening timeline. Here is what to watch for. In the days after you prune the roots and pinch the tops, you will notice specific changes. Within 2 to 3 days, the shoulders of the tomatoes will begin shifting from hard green to a slightly softer, lighter color. The skin will yield just slightly under your thumb. By day 5 to 7, you will see the first blush of color at the blossom end, a faint yellowish pink on the bottom. This confirms the trick is working. By day 10 to 14, those green tomatoes will reach full color and be ready for harvest. I want to state this plainly. Do not pick your tomatoes and ripen them on the kitchen counter if you can avoid it. Counter-ripened tomatoes lose flavor compounds. The sugars, acids, and aromatic volatiles develop best when the fruit completes its ripening on the vine, in natural light. The entire purpose of this trick is to keep them on the vine, ripening faster in the right conditions. It is a fundamentally different and better approach than putting a green tomato in a paper bag. The only time you should pick and ripen indoors is when a frost is genuinely imminent. Also, remember this rule: never refrigerate an unripe tomato. Cold temperatures below 55 degrees permanently damage the ripening enzymes. It ruins the flavor, and that damage cannot be reversed. Root prune once, pinch the tops, time it to moderate temperatures, and then leave the plants alone. The biology of the plant will handle the rest. Tell me what state you garden in and how many weeks your tomatoes have been sitting green on the vine. Leave it in a comment. I read every single one.